please pay attention, and then if you sing, it will be very, very nice. Because the Lord is very, very far away, so He needs to hear our loud voice. And actually, it's just here around the corner. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So who knows today's topic?
Sei Krishna, Sei Gaura, Sei Jagannatha.
And then it's all about love. So Sei Krishna, Sei Gaura, Sei Jagannatha, it's all about love. So today we're going to see how on our altar we have Shri Radha Giri Govardhan. We all have names. Right? Anyone who's come for the first time here, I'm asking again, same question. Second time, third time, fourth time, anyone? If you're new, thank you, welcome, Prabhuji. If you're new, then it just takes a little while to get used to our system, but then afterwards, just becomes like a family. So we have on the altar Shri Radha Giri Govardhan. So how we all have names as persons. These are the deities, they are persons, and that's why they have names. So every temple is going to go, they'll have different names. In London, they have Radha Londoneshwar. In Paris, they have Radha Parisheshwar. In Chicago, they have Kishori. Different wonderful names like that. So today, we have Radha Giri Govardhan. Then you have Jagannatha, Baldev, Subhadra. How many of you have heard about Jagannatha, Baldev, Subhadra? Raise hands, please. Okay, quite a few. How many of you have not heard about Jagannatha, Baldev, Subhadra? It's okay, you can be honest. Okay, wonderful. So Jagannatha, of course, we'll see how Jagannatha also is Krishna. Yeah? And Gaura Nitai, how many of you have not heard of Gaura Nitai? Have you heard of Gaura Nitai? Okay, wonderful. So we're going to see today, and this is going to be a little story where we are all going to get involved. Yeah? Because, of my old age, I sometimes forget, so I'm going to get some cues from you guys. Yeah? And test your knowledge also. So Sei Krishna, Sei Gaura, Sei Jagannatha. And it's all about love. Now, of course, as we know, Krishna is the supreme person. And how do you know that? Brahma himself. And who is Brahma? Does anyone know who is Brahma? Yes. Who says creator? Yes. He is the chief engineer. He is the creator of this material universe. So he is the secondary creator. And who is the primary creator? Of course, Krishna. So Brahmaji himself, he prays to the Lord. And that's why you can see someone who's created the entire material universe, if he is praying to the Lord, if he is glorifying the Lord, that means there is some truth in that. Yeah? So what does he say? Please repeat after me. Chintamani prakara satma shukalpa vriksha Laksha vritesha surabhira vipalayantam Lakshmi sahasra sat sambrama sevyamanam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Venum kvanantam aravinda dalayataksha Barhavatam samasitam buddha sundaranga Gandharva kotika maniya vishesha shobham Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami So here Brahmaji describes Krishna, right? What does he say first? Chintamani prakara sadma sukalpa vriksha. So Krishna lives where? What is the meaning of Chintamani? Touch stone. Chintamani means touch stone. See, I forget. Prabhu has reminded me. Thank you, Prabhu. So Chintamani means touch stone. So he's staying in a place where just touch stone. Anything you want, you will get it. And then he says, Kalpa Vriksha. What is Kalpa Vriksha? wish fulfilling tree, a desire tree. So if you stand under that tree, any desire will be fulfilled. And you think that this is a myth, but no. Why would Brahmaji speak something like this if it is a myth? We won't go into the detail, but Brahmaji basically saying that Krishna is staying in a place, Laksha Pradesu Surabhira Vipalayantam. That means hundreds and thousands of Surabhi. What does Surabhi name indicate? Who said cow? Okay, yes. So someone who's new, we have to answer now. We have to all be taking part. So Surabhi means he names hundreds of thousands of cows. So Surabhira Vipalayantam. Lakshmi Sahasra. What is Sahasra? Thousands. Yes, hundreds and thousands, yes. So hundreds and thousands of Lakshmis are serving Krishna. So this Krishna, he is the greatest. He is the greatest. So first quality of Krishna is God. God is highest. He is the greatest. But next verse, what does Brahmaji say? What does next verse Brahmaji say? He says, Venum Kvanantam. What is Venum? Someone who's playing this flute, he's got no other worries like you and me. He's playing flute. Venum Kvanantam Arvindatalaya. That means his eyes are like lotus petals. Beautiful form. He's bent in three forms. He's wearing a pitambar. Got a peacock feather. It's just amazingly beautiful. So not only is greatest, but he is the sweetest. So this is Krishna. Now you can imagine, when you come here, you can take darshan of Radha Girigodandari, Radha Krishna. You can say, yes, this is so beautiful. And Prabhupada said actually that if we worship our deities very nicely, if we dress them nicely, if we offer them fresh flower garlands every day, if we offer them bhoga, everyone will be attracted. So we are attracted by Krishna. And here Brahmaji says, yes. Kandarpa Koti. Koti means 10 billion, yes. Hundreds, thousands, tens of millions of, who's a Kandarpa? Kamadev, Kandar. So cupids, hundreds and thousands of cupids are attracted by Krishna. We are attracted by Kamadev, but hundreds and thousands of Kamadevas are attracted by Krishna. So this is the greatness of Krishna, where he is served by, so many cows, cow boys, so many Lakshmis, but on the other hand, he is the sweetest. Now when we understand, when we speak about Krishna, when we are speaking like this, three people get the benefit. The inquirer, the speaker, and the hearer. So of course, there is no inquiry here, but when we are supposed to give class, then the inquiry is there, then we speak, and then you hear. So everyone gets the benefit. Just by hearing Krishna, nothing else you will do. You have parked your bodies here, yes? Where have you parked your cars? Just outside here. Now also, park your minds also here. Let not the mind go anywhere. Just we pay attention here. So this way, when we hear Krishna Katha and we take part in Krishna Kirtan, the purification automatically happens. We don't have to do anything else. Now this is Krishna. Right? Now, Krishna, of course, he comes in. Where does he come here on the planet? Here? Vrindavan. He comes in Mathura, Vrindavan, then he spends some time in Dwarka. So he has three Leelas, Mathura Leela, he's got Vrindavan Leela, and he's got Dwarka Leela. Yes, they are all different. Now we will speak something on, we'll fast forward a little bit, yes? Because now is the time for everything to be fast. Slow scotch, no, really likes it. So fast forward to when he comes to Dwarka, he's got a queen, and I will ask you a question. The queen's name is Rukmini. Who knows in one word what is her nature? What's the nature of Rukmini? That's your name, right? So you should know the nature of Rukmini. So what's the nature of Rukmini? Time up. What's the nature of Rukmini? Yes, but the specific nature. Everyone is serving Krishna. She is very shy. She is very shy. So please note this. Rukmini is one queen who is very shy. Now Krishna is spending some, of course he's got many wives, and Krishna is spending some time with Rukmini Devi. Now, as friends, as husband, wives, as family, we have jokes around us, right? So Krishna also one day decided on temple to tease Rukmini one time. Let me see what happens. Let me tease Rukmini. So then one time they are sitting and then Krishna says, Rukmini, you made a big mistake. What is the mistake Rukmini has made? Married Krishna. She married Krishna, so she made a big mistake, right? And then Krishna starts giving the reasons why you married the wrong person. Now, of course, this is just everything in joking manner. He's teasing Rukmini. The first reason he gives, he says, you had so many suitors coming for you, so many kings and princes coming for you, right? Why did you choose me? Like, I am a person who got afraid of all of them and then went and hid in the ocean. So what is Krishna referring to here? Dwarka, yes? So Krishna, he ran from the battlefield and then he established a city in Dwarka. Yes? Now Rukmini is going to answer exactly what Krishna is saying. Rukmini is going to answer again, give him back. Then he says, Krishna says, okay, you married the wrong guy, I ran away from everyone and then, I hid in the ocean. Then he says again that, you see, I am a person whose character is not determined, I just go anywhere and everywhere. People don't trust me. Of course, Krishna, not a trustworthy guy, right? So, why did you marry someone who is not going to be in one place? He goes around everywhere. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very beautifully, in the Shikshashtakam last verse, he calls Krishna as Lampat. Lampat is a word Prabhupada translates as debauchee. Debauchee means someone who's going everywhere like that. So he says, why do you marry someone like me? No fixed place, kuch nahi hai mere paas. Why come? Then Krishna says, he gives a third reason. Of course, he gives many reasons, but I'm going to stick to only three because of time constraints. He gives a third reason. He says that I'm a person who's got no possessions. I've got nothing here. I'm a person, I go everywhere and that's why I've got no possessions. I'm a person without possessions. Now, generally when there is a match being made between a girl and a boy, right, they should be comparable. At least in the previous times, I don't know about now. But in the previous times, it's okay, the family, the expectations, the wealth, the education, the aspirations, all these things are supposed to be comparable. Compatible, whatever you can say. You cannot marry a higher and lower person together. That's not acceptable. Krishna says, why do you marry me? And then what happens to Rukmini? Because she's shy, she immediately starts crying. And crying means she's bawling out. Crying, and Krishna says, hang on. I was just teasing you, not like this. You should understand that I was teasing you. Yeah? And then Rukmini understands, okay, thank you for pacifying me. Actually, Krishna beautifully, he carries her, he puts Rukmini on the bed, and then he, just pacifies her a little bit. And then Rukmini, comes back to her senses, and she says, actually, yeah, I married the wrong guy. Why? He says, you are the supreme person, and who am I? No one. It says, you went to the ocean, you were sleeping in the ocean on the bed of Krishna. You see the picture of Vishnu sleeping on a snake, right? So there's Vishnu sleeping on the Anantashesh in the ocean. So Rukmini says, yeah, I married the wrong guy, but you are way above there. You are saying that you went to the ocean, you hid from the kings, but for me, you are the Vishnu sleeping on the bed of Sheshana, Anantashesh. Then what is the second reason which Krishna gives? See, we have forgotten already. What is the second reason? Anyone? No fixed place. Yes, who said that? Thank you. Thank you for paying attention. So no fixed place. So then Rukmini Devi counter answers that also. She says that you don't need to have a place. Everything belongs to you. And even though all the kings and princes were coming after me, but I came after you. You are the supreme person, even though you got no place, because you don't need a place. And that's why the match is I am here and you are here. There's no comparison between you and me. And the third reason which Krishna gave was no possessions. Krishna says, no possessions. Again, Rukmini says, you don't need to have any possessions because you are beyond all the possessions. Everything you possess anyway, but you are still not attached to any possessions. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, right? He says, everything is in me, but I am not in everything. So Krishna possesses everything, but is still aloof from everything. So this is Krishna. Now, our story, how are we involved here? How are we involved here? Because Krishna was 5,000 years ago. He was in the spiritual world. He was in Dwarka, in the ocean, the city in the ocean. What are we going to do with that? But then Krishna is actually telling Rukmini that I need to help the people in Burbank. Brisbane. This whole world. So he says, I need to help the people who are going to come in Kali Yuga. So then I need to come back here. Right? And then, which verse in Bhagavatam describes when Krishna comes as Gauranga Mahaprabhu, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, as Gauranitai? Does anyone remember this verse? Krishna Varnam? Okay. So there's a very beautiful verse where Bhagavatam describes how Krishna, because he is so much merciful to people like us, and that's where our entry comes into play here. That Krishna said, okay, I have to do something about it. Now if I tell them to do something, they won't do it. But if I show them how to do it, they will do it. So then Krishna comes as Gaura. So Sei Krishna, Sei Gaura. He comes as Gaura. So this very beautiful verse in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, which says, Krishna Varnam Kusha Krishnam Sango Pangastra Parshadam Yagnai Sankirtane Praye Yajanti Hi Sumedasha. So this verse very explicitly explains us that in Kali Yuga, Krishna will come. Krishna Varna. That means Krishna is coming, but Tushar Krishna. That is, Varna is a Krishna. His splendor, his color is not of Krishna. When Krishna was born, who did his naming ceremony? Gargamuni, Gargacharya. So Gargacharya, can you repeat after me? Gargacharya. Gargacharya. So now we'll remember this. Gargacharya, or Gargamuni as we call, he did the naming ceremony of Krishna. And then he told Nanda Baba, he said, not an ordinary child, a very special child. He has come before. In the Satyuga, he came in the white form. In Treta Yuga, he came in the red form. Now he is appeared in the bluish black form. And then in the future, he is going to come in the yellow form, the golden form, golden avatar. So he comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So the white form in Satyuga is the Hamsa avatar. The Treta Yuga, he comes as Yagya, the red avatar. Then Dwapara Yuga, he comes as Krishna, the bluish black incarnation. And then he comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gaura avatar in Kali Yuga. So Krishna Varnam, Tusha Krishna. Tusha Krishna means his color, his splendor is not black, not like Krishna, but it comes as golden form. Krishna Varnam, Tusha Krishna, Sango Pangastar Parsadam. Sango means Saranga and Upanga. So it comes with his associates and his servitors. So you know when some dignitary, some prime minister or president of a country travels in the other country, what happens? Does he come alone? He or she then comes with his entire entourage, right? Comes with his security, his cooks, his ministers, There's reporters, everyone. So Krishna, when he comes as Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he also comes as Sangopangasa Parshadam. What is a Parshad? An associate. So he brings associates and his servants. Sangopangasa Parshadam. Now the most important thing is coming now. What does the third line say? Yagnaye Sankirtane Praye. Prayah. Who knows Hindi? Anyone knows Hindi? Yeah. No one knows Hindi? Okay, many of us know Hindi. What is the meaning of Prayah? Prayah means often, regularly, every day, every minute. Prayah means, every day, every time. So Yagnaye Sankirtane Prayah. Yagna means, so in this Kali Yuga, the Yagna is Sankirtan. The Yagna is Sankirtan, which we are going to do now. Take part in that historical thing now. Please understand that you are here, your presence here is a very historical occurrence, not only in your life, but in the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also. Because when we are going to chant one round together now, we are actually taking part in this Gaur Leela. Gauranga Mahaprabhu came how many years ago? About 500 years ago, right? Krishna came 5,000 years ago, Gauranga Mahaprabhu came 500 years ago. But his Leela is happening even now, and his Leela is happening now, here at this place at this very moment, and we are going to take part in that. Yeah? So Sango Yagnaye Sankirtane Prayah. So the chief form of sacrifice in Kali Yuga is Sankirtan, is chanting of the holy name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So this is a very simple form of Sankirtan, which is the prescribed yajna for this age. So Yagna Sankirtane Prayah, and then what does Bhagavatam say? Yajanti hi Sumedhasha. What is the meaning of Sumedh? Does anyone know? Any guesses? Not someone who knows. Sumedh, what is the meaning of Sumedh? Any guesses? Someone who's come for the first time, second time, third time. What is the meaning of Sumedh? Does anyone know the name Medhavi? So Sumedh, what is the meaning of Sumedh? Intelligent. Now let me ask you an honest question here. Please don't be modest. Okay? Please don't be modest. Are you intelligent?
Yes.
I told you don't be modest, right? Raise your hand if you think I am intelligent. Yes, very enthusiastic, and thank you. Yes, actually we are all very intelligent. We are actually all very intelligent. Why? Because it says, Yajanti hi sumedesha. That means people who are intelligent are going to perform the sacrifice of Sankirtan, of chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. So this is what Gauranga Mahaprabhu tells us. Now Chaitanya Krishna comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. If you hear his childhood pastimes, was Krishna a good boy or a naughty boy? Who said naughty? How many people said naughty? Raise your hands. How can you say naughty to the Lord? Not very good. Krishna actually as a child was very naughty, right? And he was Gauranga Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he came, he was also very naughty. One time, I'll tell you a story, a Brahmana came, he was traveling all over India, then he came to Navadvip, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was born, and he came to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's father's house. His name was Jagannatha Mishra. So he came to Jagannath Mishra's house. Mishra ji invited him, welcomed him nicely, and then he said, okay, what are you going to do? He said, I want to offer something to my Lord first, something to Vishnu first, and then I can honor the prasad, I can eat something. So Jagannath Mishra gave him all the facilities, he cooked very nicely, and then in his mind he is offering to Vishnu. He says, I am offering this to Vishnu. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was a very young boy, 2-3 years old. So what does he do? What does a 2-3-year-old boy, when he sees a plate of nice food, what will he do? Is a good boy or a bad boy? Naughty boy. So Gauranga Mahaprabhu was naughty like Krishna. Yes? So he goes and he eats whatever is on the plate. Brahman opens his eyes and everything is gone. And he says, you just spoiled everything. Anyway, Jagannath Krishna comes again, he makes the offering second time. So he makes the offering second time, and then he again meditates, and then requests Vishnu to please eat it. What does Gauranga Mahaprabhu do? Eats it again. Yeah? Then you think, so many times I'm doing. If we were in the Brahmana's place, what will we do? We'll lock up the child in some place, we'll do our thing and eat it, right? So Brahmana did the same thing. He said, Jagannath Krishna, you take this boy away. He's disturbing me very much. And then, third time he offered. Third time, Mahaprabhu again somehow came out of the room, came, and he ate. And the Brahmana is very agitated, very worried. And he says, hi, what's happening here? I'm trying to offer to the Lord, and then, he's eating and just spoiling everything. Then Mahaprabhu tells this Brahmana that you remember when I came as the son of Nanda, you also came to my house. And then you offered me the bhoga. I'm the same Krishna. So I have, with your love, I've eaten your offering 3 times. So this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him. Brahmana was very, very happy, he was ecstatic. But Mahaprabhu told him one thing, please don't tell this to anyone. Kisi ko patana mat, just keep it to yourself. So then, these are the stories where we can see that Krishna and Gaura is same person. Of course, fast forward, then Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he was on this planet for 48 years only. He was having a grihastha life for 24 years. 6 years, then after that he took sannyas. He went traveling to South India for 6 years. In the last 18 years, he was in Jagannath Puri. And there comes the entry of Jagannath. So, Sei Krishna, Sei Gaura, Sei Jagannatha. This word is Sei, you will think where this word Sei comes from. Anyone knows where the word Sei comes from? Sei is a Bengali word. Yeah? So it means same. So who is Krishna? Same is Gaura and same is Jagannath. Actually, I just want to let you know, it's a disclaimer here, that I'm just marketing here because we just had a yatra to Vrindavan and Jaipur, and probably at the end of this year we might go to Mayapur and Jagannath Puri. So I thought this topic is introducing you to, Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Jagannath, so that you might be inclined to join us for the yatra. No, I'm just kidding. So then we come to, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes to Jagannath, of course, amazing leelas also happen there. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, he has come as in the form of a, he's come in the form of a devotee. He is not Lord. He is not Krishna himself. He is not showing as I am Krishna. Sometimes he shows little glimpse he gives, but he is basically showing everyone how to love God as a devotee. As a devotee. Yeah? So then Gauranga Mahaprabhu comes to Jagannath Puri. Now, one thing I want to tell you, please, even if you don't understand this, please hear me carefully, that Gauranga Mahaprabhu or Krishna who has come, but what is the mood he is coming in? Whose mood is bringing? Srimati Radharani's mood. So even though he is coming as Krishna, but in his heart he is trying to experience the love which Srimati Radharani has got for Krishna. That's why he is in Jagannath Puri. That's why he is in Jagannath Puri. So now the tables have turned here. Please understand this a little bit. It's a little technical, but give me 1 minute of your attention. You've given me so much time. Thank you very much. Just give me 1 more minute. So Krishna has come as Gauranga Mahaprabhu, but he is in the mood of Srimati Radharani. Yeah? And then who is Jagannath? He is Krishna himself. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is actually showing his ecstatic features when he is in Jagannath Puri, and especially when he is in front of Lord Jagannath. So of course, if anyone is interested, you can find out in the Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila, 2nd chapter. which is like the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita. Some of it might be technical for some of you, but please hear. The author of Chaitanya Charitamrita, when he was writing this, he was very old, and he was thinking, I might not be able to live to complete this wonderful scripture. So in the second chapter of the Madhya Lila, Madhya means the middle part, is giving you the finale of the entire episode of the love of devotee for the Lord. So Mahaprabhu is expressing himself, and he's actually saying that what is the use of our ears if we cannot hear Krishna Katha? What is the use of our nostrils if we cannot smell flowers and tulsi offered to Krishna? What is the use of our eyes? Our eyes are like the whole of the shank, the conch which is broken, if we cannot see Krishna. So this way he is in so much separation from Krishna that he is completely gone mad. And of course a lot of description is given where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself in the mood of Srimati Radharani, showing the love for Jagannath. Then happens Jagannath Rath Yatra. Now how many of you attended Rath Yatra here? Or how many of you have not attended Rath Yatra here? Oh, okay. So what happens in Rath Yatra? Does anyone know what happens in Rath Yatra? What happens in Rath Yatra? Please, come on. Sorry? Raise your hand, please. No, not you, someone else. Sorry, she's got handicap in golf, so she is not allowed. Anyone? Yes? Okay, then? So there, yes? So no, sorry, not you. Someone, what happens in Rath Yatra? We are pulling Lord Krishna. Yeah? We are pulling Lord Krishna. Jagannath is Lord Krishna. To bring him where? Someone said in our hearts? Who said that? Yes, to bring him in our hearts. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did the same thing. When the Rath Yatra was happening, he had 7 groups of different devotees leading kirtans, and he himself was dancing like very ecstatically. And then he comes in front of Lord Jagannath. Now imagine, there's Rath Yatra, Jagannath has come out, and the highest devotee, Gauranga Mahaprabhu, who's in the mood of Srimati Radharani, he is dancing. He's dancing like mad. You cannot even imagine. You cannot even imagine. Yeah? But then for us, people like us, what does Jagannath do? The Prabhupada gives an analogy. He says, if we are sick, we go to the doctor. Yeah? But then we are very, very sick. Then who comes to us? Of course, here is ambulance. But generally in India, the doctors come to pay you home visit. Yes? So when we are sick, we go to the temple to repair our hearts, repair our soul. But when we are very, very sick and we cannot go to the temple, there are so many people. How many of us are here? Maybe 80, 100 people, 120 people. But there are millions of people outside. So Jagannath comes out, Krishna comes out to give darshan to them. The doctor is coming to you. This is what happens in Rath Yatra. If you don't go to see Krishna, Krishna comes out to see you. And then you are given an opportunity to pull the Rath cart and bring him to your heart. This is what happens. And this is how the relationship is developed. So Sei Gaura, Sei Krishna, Sei Gaura, Sei Jagannatha. Yes? Now when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in front of Jagannath, he recites this very famous verse, which most of the devotees should know. Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Namo Brahmanya Devaya, O Brahmanya Hitaya, O Brahmanya Hitaya, Jagadhitaya Krishnaya, Jagadhitaya Krishnaya, Govindaya Namo Namaha, Govindaya Namo Namaha, Namo Brahmanya Devaya, Namo Brahmanya Devaya, O Brahmanya Hitaya, you can imagine, they are the best as far as the loving affairs are concerned. Krishna is the highest, and Srimati Radharani is the highest devotee, the highest lover. And they are looking at each other. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is wonderfully offering his prayers. In this prayer, what does he say? Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto Lord Krishna. So that means Jagannatha himself is Krishna, who is the worshipable deity for all Brahmanical men. Namo Brahmanya Devaya. That means for all Brahmanical men, Krishna is the highest worshipable deity. Go Brahmanya Hitayacha. Go means cows. And then Brahmana Hitayacha. What does hit mean? Benefactor. So Krishna is, two things you remember. Krishna is, he loves cows and he loves Brahmanas. At any cost, Krishna will tolerate anything against anyone else, but he will not tolerate anything against cows and anything against Brahmanas. He will not. Because he loves them very much. Go Brahman Hitayacha, Jagadhitaya Krishnaya, Govindaya Namo. Means you are the maintainer of the entire universe, of the entire Jagat. So this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bowing down to Jagannath. So this is how, when Jagannath comes out, he comes out for us, we put him in our hearts. So the title of the chapter was Sei Krishna, Sei Gaura, Sei Jagannatha. It's all about love. So this is, we can see that Krishna, when he comes as Krishna, he knows that people will not follow me. Then he comes as Gaura. He shows us how to love Krishna. And then he comes as Jagannatha. As to show, okay, if you don't come to me to love me, I will come out to love you. So yes, Krishna in any form, whether it's Krishna, bluish black Shama Sundar, or he is in a golden complexion Gaura, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, or he is in the big-eyed form of Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. Of course, Baldev is the brother of Krishna and Subhadra is his sister. So we can worship the entire family, Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. So Krishna comes as Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra. And even in our case, in whichever form we are, whether we are in human form, whether we are ready, whether we are not interested, whether we are interested, it really doesn't matter. But Krishna does everything possible to allow us to approach him, to allow us to love him. This way, Krishna can be in any form, we can be in any form, but once we start this relationship of love with Krishna, Krishna takes charge of our life from that day. Now, how does this love affair with Krishna start? We're going to do this exercise. We're going to distribute some chanting beads today. All those who don't have it, please raise your hands. We can give you. And you can take it as a gift if you don't have it in your house. But if you have it, you can still take it or give it to friends, or you can give us back. So yes, we're going to chant one round together, and then we'll raise prize for the Arati.
Ask a question.
Yes.
Earlier you mentioned that in each you got a lot of comments, right? And you said the first you got white form, the second you got comes with red form. Could you please explain that?
So white is the Hamsavatari, is a swan. It's been described in the third chapter of first canto. Then he comes as reddish avatar, the Yagya. Yagya, of course, quite a few names are also given. He comes as Vishnu, I think he comes as Krishna Garba also. So that's Yagya. And then he comes as Shyam Sundar himself, in his original intellectual form. And then he comes as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, which is also called the Channa avatar. Channa means hidden incarnation. It's not very much advertised everywhere. That's why not many people know. Yeah, so it will come in different.
So the main prominent one is the red.
White, red, yellow. That's what you are. But of course, it comes as, in this. Okay, so please, everyone has got this chanting bead. So we don't chant on the Krishna bead. This is called the Krishna bead. Please hear here. We don't chant on the Krishna bead. we chant with the first, if you have a small to large, then you start with a small bead, and then we don't use this finger. This finger comes out of this hole here, yeah. And then on every beat, we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. And we'll try to chant in unison, and then you can see what energy is being created here. It's very beautiful. And this is our love affair starting with Krishna in the form of Sankirtan. Does everyone have your chanting beats? Please have a chanting beat. Nice to have a chanting beats. Please do not think that I am an advanced devotee and I don't need chanting beats. No. Please do not think like that. Okay? Otherwise, many times you think, oh, I've been in the movement for 10 years, for 6 months, then I don't need a chanting beat. Okay? So does everyone have chanting beat? So we don't chant on the Krishna beat, we chant on the first beat and then Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama. Like that we go in the and keep it in the back, yeah? Like that. And this finger comes out of this little hole which is there, provided for you. Everyone is ready? We'll all chant in unison. So first we'll chant the mantra to invite Radha Krishna. Those of you who know, of course, can chant. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Radha Shavasati Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare. Jai Sei Krishna. Thank you very much. You all chanted so nicely. So much love was put into this. You all chanted from the bottom of your hearts. I thank you very much for that. So this is a simple exercise with which our love affair with Krishna starts. And if you want to take this home, the chanting kit which you've got, that's a gift from us. You can take it home. Every day you chant one round, you take your bath nicely. We of course chanted now, it took about 10-12 minutes. But when you chant on your own, it takes about 7-8 minutes. So this is, when you chant one round, 2 rounds, 4 rounds, whatever time you have got, this is our way of saying thank you to Krishna. Thank you, Krishna, for giving me such nice facilities. I've got a nice home, nice family, everything is nice. So we thank Krishna for giving us that. And then our progress in spiritual life starts. Before we rise, I just want to make some few announcements because I've got your attention here. You can imagine you all have wonderful prasadam? Yes. That's a very mild yes. Yes. Now you imagine cooking in 32 degrees heat in front of ovens and gas. So these are the devotees who sacrifice their entire Saturday and cook for the Lordships and for all of us. Purna Kushal Mataji, Nilingam Mataji, Akshita, Sai Prabhu, Rahul Prabhu, Ramila Mataji, and Lakshmi Mataji also?
Yes, she made one cake.
Okay, so you made the cake. Thank you very much. So please chant Hare Krishna with me. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare. So this is the way we express our gratitude to the cooks. Okay, so the cleaning team is mixed. Also, currently we only have Prabhus in cleaning teams. So if any of the mothers are brave enough to tell us if you want to join the cleaning team or if you have your own cleaning team, you are more than welcome. Next week, of course, is the most wonderful is our 3rd anniversary from the time we started this wonderful festival of unity. Sanatan Sanatan Goswami Prabhu, who was birthday today, so you had cake also for him. So he is organizing the Festival of Unity. The program I will just share with you. It's going to be an exciting program. On the Sunday, which is a normal Sunday program on the 24th, of course we'll have the very auspicious and very blessed presence of His Holiness Jai Swami. He's a very world-renowned author. He's a very senior devotee in the movement, one of the most senior devotees. We'll have association of His Grace Sankarshan Prabhu and His Grace Bhagavatashan Prabhu. So these are all wonderful Prabhupada disciples who will be also here. So of course, all of you have got the poster with the message, the program. The important program on Saturday is, of course, the drama, the class by Jayagam Maharaj, and our annual report. So if you can come, it will be very nice. Also tell your friends and families, relatives to come. On Sunday, it's going to be very exciting because it's summer, it's boiling hot, and we are going to apply Chandan, which is very cooling, of the Lordship Shri Radha Girigorandhari. So it will be Chandan Yatra, and it will be a flower festival where all of us can do Pushpa Abhishek. And after that, when the mantra dance party is going on, we'll play flower holi among ourselves with that flower prasadam. So it's exciting. please bring that kid within you. Don't become an adult and just come here, okay? So you have to bring that excitement, you dance, throw flowers at everyone, and then enjoy that wonderful atmosphere. So Mantra dance party, the Chandan Yatra Flower Festival on Sunday, and then Monday the program is in the morning. It will be a beautiful yagya, and it will be workout. So there will be people who will be requested to sit at the yagya, and there will be a Siksha ceremony. So all those people who have come here, they've been chanting some rounds, they want to chant more rounds. This is the time when you can commit to yourself and to the Lordships. Then okay, you chanted one round today, can I chant one round every day? You can start with as little as one round every day. You can commit yourself. And this Siksha ceremony you will see many devotees who have got the benefit. They're chanting 2 rounds, 4 rounds, 8 rounds, 16 rounds. They're progressing very nicely. So the Siksha ceremony will be there. Certificates will be presented. So wonderful program again. That's next Saturday, Sunday and Monday. Monday of course is a public holiday, 26th January. The sponsorship opportunities are also advertised. If anyone wants to sponsor anything in full or part, you can do that. Any working piece or anything? Okay, so we all now rise for the Aarti, and as we said, Jagannatha and Kirtan prior, that means we all will dance. What happens is normally some people who are shy, they want to be at the back, but if you request you just join the party, it's a Saturday night party, it's a Sankirtan, it's a yagya of this age, so when we chant and dance together with the Lord says, Krishna says, there's someone who's sleeping and chanting my name, I sit next to him. Someone who's sitting and chanting my name, I stand next to him. Someone who's walking and chanting my name, I walk with him. But someone who's dancing and chanting my name, I dance along with him. Narad will be there, Brahmaji will be there. So let's chant and dance together. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. ऐसी भक्तिदाता स्वामी महाराज श्री प्रभुपाद की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, नाम आचार्य श्रीला हरदास ठाकुर की जय, प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की जय, श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय, ब्रजभूमि से वृंदावन धाम की जय, मायापुर नवद्वीप धाम की जय, जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय, गंगा माई यमुना माई की जय, तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी की जय, समवेत भक्त वृंद की जय, श्री राधा गिरि गोवर्धन संध्या आरती महोत्सव की जय, हरे कृष्ण टेम्पल परमेंट यात्रा की जय, जय गौर प्रेमानंद, all glories to the seven devotees, all glories to the seven devotees, all glories to the seven devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, all glories to Shri Prabhupada.
Namaste
Hare Krishna. So I just want to request you one thing, that when you go back home from here, just reminisce the experience what you had here. When you came here, it was nice kirtan, a lot of devotees were singing nicely, then we had a wonderful prasadam. After the prasadam, it was, Jayarada Madhav singing in the class and the wonderful arti. So when you remember these things, you understand, yes, Krishna consciousness is a very pleasing experience. And that's what the soul is looking for. We want always to be happy. And this is a place where we can be really happy when we understand, yes, as a soul, I want to serve Krishna in the association of devotees. So just one request, when you go back home, just reminisce the experience and see how good you feel. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So now that the program is finished, we're going to take the deities with Shobha Yatra and then give them yes.